Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. As you can see, Project Apex has had a massive update and they have completely redone their main menu. As you can see, they have added this Hugo challenge. There's three things you can do under here. There's the challenge, there's the free drive, and there's Planet Hugo. We'll check this out at the very end of the video because you'll see why. But for the first things first, I want to jump into challenge and I want to see what this is because free drive, I guess I kind of know what that is already. As you can also see by the background of these images, it kind of resembles Miami, doesn't it? Well, yeah, that's because Miami is in the game. Anyway, without further ado, let's just jump into the challenge mode so you guys can see what this is all about. Alright, we have made our way into the game, and as you can see, there is a completely different lobby. The track is outside. Let me press click. Let me click ready, and that was actually a very close call. We almost missed the race, but let's have a look at what this is. As you can see, we are in those new Alpha Tauris, or well, Visa Cash App RBs. There is new UI, as you can see. We'll be spectating myself on the outside camera as well. And without further ado, let's go for 3 laps around Miami. As I said, I've not tried this circuit before. I know the layout. I've tried it in other sim racing games, but never before have I tried it in Project Apex. I tried my best to stay out of the spoilers so that I can have my genuine reaction on this video, and there has only been one Miami circuit that was well created, and that was for another game, which you could probably see on your screens right now, is Formula Racing. But yeah, this looks very solid so far. Obviously, PA quality, you wouldn't expect anything less. As you can see, we weren't allowed to choose compound apparently on start, and also something else that you can probably see is that all of the actual sponsors are on here, so that they didn't have to worry about the copyright. Apparently, they basically got the full license for this, as I completely mess up the turn. That's not great news, but yeah, we were just focusing on the livery there. As you can see as well, on the barriers, there is lots of Hugo sponsorships, and yeah, Formula Apex as well. I haven't seen any different sponsors so far. Looks like Hugo is the main sponsor of this event. Anyway, 1 out of 3 laps. I don't think we'll be able to compete that much in this race, but I just wanted to see what the challenge mode is. Apparently as well, we get points every time we finish or win races, and you need 200 points to get like a limited UGC or whatever it is. We'll be seeing that by the end of this video, but let's just focus on a hot lap here at Miami and let's have a look. The track looks absolutely incredible. Obviously there is only one track to compare it with on Roblox, and so far it's not doing too terribly. There goes turn 1. I really need to get used to that. By the way, the new UI, look at all of that. That's some pretty cool stuff. I loved the lobby as well. We'll have a look at it later on once again. Anyways, let's have a look at the livery so that you can actually see that there is actually all of the real life sponsors, as well as the rims. I think they're different. Yeah, as you can see, Hugo is there. We have Orlen, we have Visa, we have the Cash App, we have Visa here, we have Hugo, we have Honda, we have Red Bull. What else is on there? HRC, that's the Honda, I think. Orlen at the sides. Yeah, pretty much you have everything you need on here. Alright, so I'll tell you what, because everyone in this lobby is a sweat, I haven't had time yet to practice with the track. We'll jump into free practice for just a little while, we'll set a couple of hot laps, and then we'll be back to this race mode and see if we can win it. Alright, I'll catch you there. Alright, here we are then in free practice, and yeah, just like I thought, they were only going to give us the official 2 liveries. This is Daniel Ricciardo's one, and this is Yuki Tsunoda's one. But that is okay, that's to be expected. As you can see, V-Carb 2024, and let's spawn it, and let's have a go around the track. Alright, so before we start our hot laps, I want to get a couple of things aside. The Project Apex developers did say that this track won't be coming to private servers, the race mode or the free practice mode. You will just be able to access this track through the Hugo mode. It's not going to be that much of a wait until you guys can have this track in your private servers and drive this track as well with any car you like. But yeah, it's obviously going to be like a 27-day wait, but again, that's all fine. Anyways, though, we have 2 minutes to set a hot lap. I think we can absolutely pull that off. Let's deploy some ERS then off the line. I'm not going to lie to you, I did do a lap before this one. As you can see on the leaderboard, there's a 129.5 over there with my name on it. I forgot to open the ERS as well. Anyways, that's just fine. Through turn 1 we go. As you can see, we collected 10 points. 146.3 was the out lap. We can absolutely improve on that. Anyway, as you saw then before, we also collect points from hot laps, so that's pretty cool. I think we need 200 points to collect that UGC item that we have been talking about. As you can see, very aggressive through these corners. Very drivable, this chassis around here. As you can see, not that many bumps on this Miami track, which is an absolute pleasure to see. We'll be deploying some ERS on the straight. We'll be opening the DRS right here as well. Sector 1 is absolutely purple, just like you can see on that timing screen. Anyways, though, let's not overbrake ourselves, as we kind of... no. Okay, that was actually perfect through there. You just have to break through the start of the curb. Anyway, this is my favorite section of the Miami track. It's because it's very simple. It's not very high speed, so it's good for noobs like me. Anyways, let's just deploy some ERS then here. Let's enable the DRS as well. Purple first, green sector 2. Let's have a look at what sector 3 is. I'm sure that we will skyrocket to the very top of that leaderboard as we brake at the start of the curb, just like in the F1 games. Get a clean exit out of here. Very happy with that sector 3. And now through these flat out corners, absolutely flat through here. Let's have a look at what we can do. Let's enable the DRS as well. And I think this is the most devious thing I've ever done, pausing the video right before I set a hot lap to tell you about today's sponsor, INVworks. If you haven't heard of them yet, it's because you live under a rock. They make the best helmets and everything and anything you could possibly want for your raw racing experience. Obviously, you'll be able to find them out through the link in the description. Thanks then once again to INVworks for sponsoring this video, and again, I very much apologize for what I did. ERS usage, that's a 126.6. Not that much far off, as you can see. Look at the leaderboard. It's such a small gap. That is actually genuinely insane. That is your hot lap in Miami. Should we do another one is the question. You know what? I think we should. Let's just let the timer reset, and I'll catch you guys at the start finish line. Deploy some ERS, enable DRS as well. Let's make sure we get our braking for turn 1 just right. Yeah, so basically what I've noticed is you also get points when you invalidate your lap, so that's pretty cool as well. Again, you need 200 points, and as you saw in turn 1, we absolutely perfected that part as well. Basically, you have to brake when basically the screen that shows the flags, whether it's green, red or yellow, comes to your screen and leaves your screen, I guess. Anyway, good exit through there. Sector 1 was purple, slower than our previous lap actually, which is quite worrying, but purple for the time being. Let's open DRS as well. Heading straight through this massive straight, actually. This is where most of the overtaking happens during the weekend. Anyway, let's brake at the start of that curb as well. That was actually very well done. Much better than our previous lap. As you can see, we've gained 4 seconds through there. Here we go then. Out of this little section. My favorite one. As we said, we don't invalidate. That's absolutely incredible news. Let's deploy some ERS. We'll be enabling DRS as well on this straight, as you can see. Fully enabled. Not much left to go then, just one corner, and then we can get this over with and we can jump into the race mode. Let's just brake when the curb starts right there. Absolutely perfectly. Not a hard track, this one, apart from sector 1, just so you know that. Not too bumpy as well. It is pretty fun to drive around. Anyway, opening the... No, relax. This is not another sponsor, but I just want to tell you about my side project, rawracing.com. Basically, you can find leagues, content creators, developers on there, and if you are one yourself, you can put yourself out there for absolutely free. So basically, free advertising for leagues, developers, content creators. If you are one, just DM me on Discord, and we can get you up there. And yeah, that's all. Let's just get straight back to the video. Check rawracing.com through the link in the description, guys. Yes. Ending our lap 127.0. That was actually slower than the one we did before. That is quite worrying, but as I promised, let's just jump straight into the race mode and get this over with. Yeah, here we go. We are in the main hub of this event, I guess. Massive Hugo advertisement right there. As you can see, we have a little bit of merch. I have no idea what that is. Looks like it's just wing. Oh, we can enter in here. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it just looks like wings. We have a shirt here as well, signed by Daniel Ricciardo, I guess. Yeah, I don't know who thought this looks good, but fair enough. We also have a jetpack type of thing here as well. Probably gonna be wearable like a backpack. And we also have this t-shirt, which is signed by... Look, I see a 3 over here, but I'm not sure whether that is a 3 or just the way that Yuki Tsunoda does his autographs. But yeah, as you can see, another t-shirt of Hugo. So yeah, we have this UI over here. We can spectate, change camera settings, convert points. Let's click on that. Let's see what that is. Okay, those can be turned into Apex pounds. That is actually pretty neat. I have 110. I could turn them into Apex pounds, but if you guys saw at the very beginning of the video, I'm not that much of in need of those. So yeah, there you go. Okay, what else? We have settings here. Okay, fair enough. So you don't have to leave the game, I guess. Planet to go as well. We'll check that out in just a few moments. This takes you back to the main menu. And yeah, we also have the car zone here, which you can check them out as well. Let's click on ready and join in the race when it actually begins. And yeah, I'll just catch you when lights are out, I guess. And then there's a 40-second countdown. This is taking such a long time. Okay, so we're here to select a car. I'll go with Daniel's. Although that probably gives me a disadvantage. Yeah, there's goals over here. You can set yourself. We will set... Let's just try and finish in the top 3 and qualify in top 3 as well. We have qualification as well, which is pretty neat. Is there a qualifying session in here? We'll have a look in just a few moments' time. Whoa, what's that? Okay. I guess we have AI driving for us. Fair enough. That's actually really neat, actually. Wow, okay, fair. That actually very much resembles the F1 games. That was actually really neat, as you saw from there. I've not seen that happen before on a Roblox racing game, so I'm very happy to see that on here. Anyway, let's try and set a hot lap then for this qualifying session. I'll try to do this one shot if it is possible. We'll see if we invalidate the lap or not. But yeah, here we go. That was a shaky sector 1 so far, but let's see if we can make up for it in the next couple of corners. Not my favorite ones in the F1 games, but can we do anything about it in this one? I don't think so, as we run very much wide. But yeah, I guess that was very mediocre as well. So yeah, I think the goal that we set ourselves just to finish in the top 3, I think that was fairly realistic as well. Anyway, let's just finish this lap and kind of chill out until the rest finish their hot laps, and just so we can basically jump straight into the race. What am I doing? Okay, that's great. That is great. One thing you should also know is that there is no damage, I don't think. Yeah, there you go. There is no damage. I'm sure that that has to do with the fact that they don't want people, well, taking Hugo out of their cars because, look, they are on the front wing. So, like, if you break your front wing, Hugo won't be on your car anymore, apart from the halo, obviously. So yeah, I guess it's the licensing issue that has been haunting the F1 games as well. It's now back on Roblox. As you can see, we have to finish in 20 seconds. Oh, I did not set a lap. No. Okay, well, we'll be jumping straight into the race anyway, so that's pretty okay. The man on pole was actually slower than us. Than the lap that we did in free practice. So let's see if we can win this, actually. Finishing in a couple of seconds time. There we go. Let's see what happens next. Do we get a leaderboard? We absolutely do. There's only 3 people in this race, which is actually worrying me. There is more people in the lobby, but just not in the qualifying, I suppose. Race starting in a couple of seconds then. Okay, there's a really neat starting sequence as well, as you saw there. Anyway then, 4 lights, 5 lights are on, and we should be off in just a few moments time, as we are actually off now. Lots more people joined in the grid for the race, so that's really good news for us. Hopefully we have some competition here. Somebody running wide there, but actually gaining an advantage from that. I wonder whether we can actually do that as well. Anyway, we are deploying some ERS then out here. Pretty aggressive. I think I need to start saving a little more for the next straight, or as our American friends would say, the next straightaway. But here we go. Looks like that one got a very terrible exit out of there. We're now trailing this car behind. Do we get DRS on this lap, or is that actually locked? We'll have a look. No, we do actually get it. That's very good news for us. We'll just close into this guy slowly, but very much steadily. We are 5/10 behind him, as well as equal setups are enabled. Don't do the same thing you did in quali. Okay, that was a very near-death experience, but we are over with it. As those 2 people actually kind of cut the corner, I wonder if that's something I can do as well. This guy got a terrible exit. Not sure if that was a penalty or... we both get DRS. From the looks of things, for now, DRS works a little smoother than it usually does. Hopefully that's the case, and I'm not just tripping, I guess. I guess we'll find out, but yeah. From the looks of things, so far, everything has went pretty smoothly. The Project Apex developers also said that they had a very tight time limit to work with this. So yeah, I'm just incredibly proud of them that they, I guess, have pulled this off in such a short timestamp, well, time limit that was given to them by the Hugo team, I suppose. But let's have a look then. Can we perfect this section? Can we get closer to the leader as he runs slightly wide? We don't get the best of exits as well. That kind of sacrificed our exit speed there. Let's just deploy some more ERS. Let's not be shy with it. Do we get the DRS? We're 1.4, I guess, seconds behind. I guess we do. So we will be taking advantage of that DRS as well. The guy behind me doesn't take DRS, so I guess, yeah, the DRS thingy was not that much fixed. He runs slightly wide there. We get the switchback done to him, and looks like we're side by side through this section. Very cool, neat fights. Did he get punished for that? I'm not quite sure. Would be quite a big shame if he didn't get punished for that, as he completely cut the corner there. Anyway, we get the DRS this time. He doesn't, so that's really good news for us. Let's just stick behind in his slipstream as well. Braking when that curb starts. Maybe a little later as well would be actually perfect. Anyway, out of the final couple of corners we go to start the final lap. Let's see if we can overtake this guy for second position. I've kind of given up on first, although he can make a mistake. So yeah, let's see. Does he make a mistake on the final lap? We'll actually find out. As you can see, new graphics as well for the broadcasting. Finally, he gets a penalty as well. That is some great news for us. No tire wear in the race as well, as you can see down there. So yeah, looks like second is now settled. Can we challenge for first? Looks like it's gonna be a bit out of reach, but you never know. We are in Project Apex after all. The Hard and Rock Stadium is also over there. Unfortunately, we can't get a good view of it because the free camera is disabled. Anyway, we head into this very tight section now. As I said, my most favorite section is through here. As I actually kind of messed that whole turn up. It didn't give us a warning there, so I guess you can't cut that corner very much. That is actually not great news. I could have exploited that in the race, but that's fine, I guess. 3.5 seconds to the leader. I think we can start counting out the win now, but I am very, very happy with the second position in my first race here in Miami. In my first full race here in Miami, I guess. Anyway, out of the final corner. Should be tight and neat. As you can see, the Hard Rock Stadium in the right side of the screen. I wish we could get a better look at this, but unfortunately, licensing issues, I suppose. Whatever it is though, we have just won this race and we have earned 200 Hugo points. We can now continue the challenge in Planet Hugo to claim a free Ricardo Tsunoda signed t-shirt. Let's go to Planet Hugo and see what this is all about, shall we? Alright, very weird looking F1 car, I have to say. Let's let it load. What is this all about though, is the question. And as you can see, we are in a planet for real, and it has this little neat animation that it kind of spins around on you. Something I also want to point out is that I'm so proud that Formula Apex was able to secure this partnership. I really am. They do deserve it. They have done some very quality work on this platform, and yeah, I'm just super, super proud of them. Vote for who you think will win the next race. I think none other than Kevin Magnussen. I think that is... that's a good thing. You just unlocked a new badge, you were awarded 200 prize tickets. Cool. Anyways, I don't think I should be wasting your time any more than what I've already done. There's no point. You guys can go and check this game out and Formula Apex as well. Check out Miami. There will the links will all be down in the description. Anyways, boys, thank you all so much for watching. Thanks to Invox as well for sponsoring this video. And I'll catch you guys on my very next video. Till then, ladies and gents, do stay safe and bye-bye.